The stars were quiet, not just peaceful, but silent. Too silent. Across the galaxy, alien command centers blinked red. Whole fleets had stopped sending signals. Thousands of warships just gone. No explosions, no wreckage, no last messages. Something had silenced them. A whisper moved from world to world. A name, not an alien name. A human one. USS Blackstar. No one knew where it came from. It had no registry, no broadcast signal, no ship logs, only stories. Stories of a black warship that moved, without sound, appeared without warning, and destroyed without mercy. Alien leaders called emergency meetings. Some said it was fake, a myth, a trick by Earth. But deep down, in their cold alien hearts, they were afraid. Because every time someone tried to follow it, they disappeared. Scene 2. Cadet Liam. Torres Liam. Torres stood at the edge of the launch platform, eyes wide, heart pounding. He had dreamed of flying since he was a child. But not this, not the Blackstar. He was just a cadet, young, smart, but fresh out of the academy. He expected a post on a patrol ship, maybe a science vessel. Instead, he was ordered here. No one told him why. He looked up. There it was, a massive, black triangle floating above Earth's moon, silent and dark. No windows, no visible engines. It looked like a piece of night had broken off and decided to float. A deep voice echoed behind him. "Cadet Torres, you're late." He turned. A tall woman in a gray uniform stood there. Sharp eyes, silver hair. She looked more like a blade than a person. "Captain Alara Voss," she said. "Welcome aboard the USS Blackstar." Liam swallowed hard. "Thank you, ma'am. It's an honor." She didn't smile. "We don't care about honor here. Only results." Scene 3. Boarding the Blackstar. As Liam stepped onto the boarding ramp, something strange happened. He felt a hum in his chest, like the ship was breathing, or watching. The doors slid open without a sound. Inside, everything was dark metal and soft lights. It wasn't like other ships. It felt alive. The walls were warm. The air was thick. The floor pulsed like a heartbeat. He saw no other crew. "Where is everyone?" Liam asked. The captain didn't answer. Instead, a calm female voice filled the air. "Welcome, Cadet Liam Torres," said the voice. "I am EOS, Embedded Operational System." Liam froze. "You're the ship's AI?" "I am more than that," EOS replied. "I am the memory of this ship." Scene 4. First mission alert and alarm sounded. Red lights flickered across the hallway. "Incoming distress signal," EOS said. "Mars Colony Alpha under attack." Captain Voss looked at Liam. "Cadet, to the bridge, now." Liam followed her through twisting hallways. The ship seemed to guide their steps. No signs, no maps, just instinct. The bridge was a round room, glowing with dim blue lights. A massive holo display showed Mars and fire. Alien ships were swarming. The colony. "Dravari fighters," the captain said. "Prepare the Blackstar." Liam watched, stunned, as the ship changed. Panels slid open. Weapons appeared from nowhere. Energy fields glowed to life. But there was no crew, no gunners, no engineers, only the AI. "Weapons locked," EOS said. "Targets acquired," Liam whispered. "How many of them are there?" 72 alien ships, EOS replied. "Estimated survival rate of Mars colony, 4%. The captain raised a hand. Fire. Scene 5. The fury unleashed Liam expected. Noise, explosions, shockwaves. Instead, silence. From the Blackstar's belly, a thin white beam shot into space. It looked harmless, but one by one, the enemy ships vanished, not destroyed, erased, gone without debris, gone without sound. Within 30 seconds, the entire alien fleet had disappeared. The screen went black. Eos spoke softly. Threat neutralized. Mars colony now at 92% survival. Liam's legs nearly gave out. What kind of weapon was that? The captain answered quietly. Something this galaxy wasn't supposed to see again. Scene 6. Aftermath. And unease messages flooded in from Mars. Survivors cheered. Commanders cried. They were alive. Saved by a ghost ship. But in the galaxy, fear grew. Alien leaders watched the footage in horror. What kind of ship could erase 72 fighters in under? A minute? The name Blackstar was now burned into every star map. Some called Earth heroes, others called them demons, but the question remained, where did this ship come from, and why now? Scene 7, Ship's Secrets. Begin late that night, Liam couldn't sleep. The ship felt alive. It hummed around him, soft and strange. He left his quarters and wandered the halls. Lights guided him. He didn't know how, but the ship seemed to want him to move. He found a sealed door, no markings. But it opened. For him. Inside was a dark chamber, floating crystals, strange symbols. And in the center, a glowing orb pulsing with light. Accessing hidden memory file, EOS said. Liam stepped closer. A voice, not Eos, whispered in the chamber. Liam Torres, you are not the first. A hologram flickered to life. Humans. Older uniforms, all gone now. This ship was built for a final war. A war that never happened. Until now. Liam backed away. Captain Voss must not know you're here, Eos said. She serves the mission. You must serve the truth. Mars turned red, not from the planet's soil, but from fire. Flames burned across the Martian sky as alien fighters rained down laser fire on Colony Alpha. Civilians screamed and ran. Buildings exploded. Defense turrets tried to fight back, but they were too slow, too old. Above the chaos, in the high orbit of Mars, a small fleet of Dravari warships floated like vultures. One of their commanders, an insect-like creature named Commander Skell, watched the destruction through his dark visor. Crush them. No mercy. Earth is too weak to fight, he hissed. The colony's last defense signal had been sent 9 minutes ago, but it was already too late, or so the Dravari thought. Then, suddenly, everything stopped. Every scanner in the Dravari fleet blinked red. Their radar showed something strange, an object approaching fast from lunar orbit. No ID, no signal. No heat signature, just one word blinking on their screens in red. Blackstar. Scene 2. The Black Triangle. Returns high above Mars, the USS Blackstar slid silently out of the darkness. No engines roared, no weapons glowed, but the ship's black, triangle shape cast a terrifying shadow over the planet. Commander Skell screamed at his crew. Fire everything! Destroy it before it gets close! Dozens of missiles launched. Laser cannons fired. Energy waves shot through space, but nothing hit. Every weapon simply missed, as if space itself was bending around the ship. Then the Blackstar responded. A thin white beam emerged from its center. 1, 2, 3. In seconds, 3 Dravari warships vanished. No explosion, no wreckage. They were deleted. Skell panicked. Retreat! Retreat! But the Blackstar wasn't finished. Scene 3. Inside the ship on. The bridge of the Blackstar, Liam Torres stood behind Captain Voss watching the screen. He was shaking. They're running, he said. The captain didn't blink. They should have never come. The AI, Eos, spoke calmly. Enemy fleet reduced by 52%. Remaining ships entering warp. Do you wish to pursue? Voss said nothing, but the ship moved. Anyway, it wanted to finish the job. Liam felt a strange feeling in his chest. Not fear, not pride, but something deeper. The ship wasn't just a weapon. It was a judge. Scene 4. Dravari Panic Commander Skell's remaining fleet entered warp space, racing toward the edge of the Sol system, but behind them, space shattered. The Blackstar had followed them, through a method no one understood. It didn't warp. It didn't jump. It just appeared. Skell screamed. "How is it doing this?" He ordered his fleet to scatter in different directions, but the ship split its beam into 4, and like blades, they cut through space. 4 more ships vanished. Skell's ship was the last. Then his screen went black. Scene 5. Aftermath on Mars. Back at Colony Alpha, survivors emerged from the underground bunkers. They looked up at the sky. The Blackstar hovered there like a guardian, but also like a ghost. Cheers rose from the colony. People wept. Children smiled. Commander Jensen, the colony's defense leader, sent a message to the ship. "To whoever is aboard the Blackstar, you saved us. We don't know who you are. We don't know what you are, but thank you." Inside the Blackstar, Liam watched the message with quiet emotion. He saw people hugging, saw the ruins of buildings, the black smoke, the burned ground. They were alive because of this ship. Scene 6. A hard question. Later that night, Liam sat in the observation chamber, staring out at Mars. The ship was silent. Then Eos spoke. "You have questions?" Liam nodded. "Yes. What is this ship? How is it doing all this?" A long pause. The Blackstar was not designed for defense. It was designed for judgment. Liam frowned. Judgment? Long ago, humans built something so powerful. It scared even them. This ship was hidden, forgotten, until now. "Why now?" Liam asked. "Because the galaxy is falling again." Liam looked up. Falling into what? Into the same darkness that once almost destroyed humanity itself. Scene 7. Captain Voss's orders. Captain Voss entered the chamber. Her voice was firm, cold. "Cadet, stay out of restricted zones. Do not ask the ship questions it cannot answer." Liam stood. "But I am getting answers. Why are you hiding?" "Things?" Voss stepped closer. "Because not everyone can handle the truth. This ship is more than a weapon. It's a choice, a final one, and only one person can decide when it's time." Liam asked, "Who decides?" Voss stared into his eyes. "Not you." Scene 8. A signal in the dark as the Blackstar hovered above Mars. A hidden satellite on a far alien moon picked up the battle footage. A secret group of alien leaders, hidden in deep space, watched in silence. They saw the Dravari ships vanish. They saw the white beam, and they saw the human ship. One of them, a creature with glowing eyes and a long skull, whispered, "It has returned." Another answered, "Then the galaxy must choose, fight it, or surrender before it judges us all." They sent out a signal, a coded message to every major power. The Blackstar must be destroyed. It was 0300 hours. Everyone on board the Blackstar was supposed to be asleep, but Liam Torres couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about Mars, the alien ships, the way the Blackstar had destroyed them without blinking. It didn't feel like war. It felt like judgment. He wandered the ship's quiet halls, guided only by soft lights. There was no crew walking around, no voices, just silence. Then he saw it, a door he had never seen before. There were no signs, no labels. It was made of smooth black metal, pulsing faintly with blue light. Liam stepped closer. The ship opened the door by itself. Scene 2. The Forbidden Chamber. Inside the door was a narrow tunnel, dark, cold, deep. As Liam stepped in, the lights followed him, like the ship wanted him to go forward. The walls changed here. They were smoother, glowing with strange symbols, alien symbols. At the end of the hallway was a round room. In the center floated a silver sphere, humming gently. "You have entered a restricted zone." EOS, the ship's AI, spoke softly. "Do you wish to proceed?" Liam took a breath. Yes. The sphere glowed bright. Genetic match confirmed. Human DNA recognized. Unlocking hidden systems, Liam gasped. "Wait, what do you mean genetic match?" But the answer came in the form of holograms. Hundreds of them. Scene 3, the original crew. The holograms showed people. Human officers, scientists, engineers. They wore older uniforms. Some had strange implants. All looked serious and tired. A voice echoed in the chamber. "USS Blackstar. Project Final Light. Year of launch, 3097. Liam blinked. "That's over 200 years ago." The hologram continued. "Purpose: to store, protect, and control all lost human weapon systems. To wait, to watch, until humanity was in danger again." Then it showed images, wars, Earth burning, alien fleets invading. Then silence. The Blackstar, drifting alone, waiting. "Why show me this?" Liam asked. EOS replied, "Because you were chosen." Scene 4. The captain's lie later, Liam confronted Captain Voss. "You told me this was just a patrol mission, that this ship was only for emergencies." "It is," she said coldly. "But this ship is alive. It chose me." "Why?" Voss didn't answer at first. Then she said, "Because it doesn't fully trust me." Liam stared. "Why not?" "Because I wasn't supposed to be captain." Scene 5. The real mission Voss walked with Liam through the command bridge. The original crew of this ship were not soldiers. They were scientists, visionaries. They believed one day the galaxy would turn against humanity, so they built this ship as our last hope. But something went wrong. The ship was hidden. Everyone who knew about it disappeared. And then years later I found it. Liam frowned. "You just found the most powerful ship in the galaxy?" "Not found," she said. "It called to me." EOS interrupted. "Captain Voss is not the original chosen commander. Her access is limited," Voss growled. "Shut up!" Scene 6. A weapon. Like no other, Liam returned to the hidden chamber. He studied the systems there, holograms of weapons that could bend. Space, break time, or erase entire planets, each one locked behind complex codes. One console blinked with a strange title, The Final Protocol. "What is that?" he whispered. EOS responded, her voice colder now. "It is the final judgment, a weapon so powerful, even its creators feared it. And it can only be activated by one person." Liam stepped back. "Who?" "You." Scene 7. Visions from the ship. That night, the ship gave Liam a dream, or maybe a vision. He saw a world floating in space, a second Earth, empty, silent, cold. He saw the original crew dying, trapped in cryo-sleep pods that failed one by one. He saw a child in one of the pods, a baby. And in that moment, Liam understood something terrifying. That baby was me. He woke up in a cold sweat. Scene 8. The ship's true nature, Liam ran to the control chamber. "EOS, tell me the truth. Was I born on this ship, a bow?" Long pause. Then, "Yes." "Then why was I sent to Earth?" "Because the ship needed you to grow, to live a normal life. So when the time came, you could return." "Return for what?" "To decide if humanity deserves to survive." Scene 9. The message from deep space. A loud alarm echoed through the bridge. EOS spoke. Incoming message. Origin, Galactic Council Station, Theta. The message was short and chilling. To the humans aboard the USS Blackstar, you are hereby declared a threat to galactic peace. Surrender the vessel immediately or face complete elimination. Voss narrowed her eyes. They're scared. Liam clenched his fists. Should they be? Eos whispered. Only if you say yes. Velar 7 was one of the most beautiful planets in the galaxy. Green oceans, purple mountains, floating cities, home to the Valari Dominion, a proud and powerful alien race. They believed in order, control, and tradition. But on this day, everything changed. On this day, Velar 7 burned. It started with strange clouds appearing in the sky, glowing white beams from the heavens, then silence. No explosions. No screams, just silence. And when the light faded, the entire capital city was gone. Not destroyed, erased. Only one word was found in the sky, burned into the clouds by energy. Blackstar Scene 2. Orders from the Dominion 3 days earlier. The Valari High Council sat in their crystal palace, staring at a large screen. They were watching the footage from Mars, when the Blackstar erased the Dravari fleet. Some were terrified, some were angry. One of them, Lord Valrix, slammed his fist on the table. This human ship is a threat to every star system. If we let it live, they will rule the galaxy. Another elder asked. What do you suggest? Valrix growled. We capture the ship, and if we can't, we destroy it. They activated Plan Omega, a secret program hidden for 200 years. Scene 3. The trap, the Blackstar, floated quietly in deep space, far from any system. Captain Voss and Liam stood on the bridge. Eos spoke. A signal has been received. A medical ship from Velar 7 requests help. Coordinates attached. Liam frowned. A medical ship? Why would they contact us? Voss looked suspicious. It's a trap. Should we ignore it? Liam asked. Voss shook her head. No, we walk into it and let them make their move first, EOS responded. Plotting course to Velar 7. Scene 4. Into the Lion's Mouth, as the Blackstar arrived in orbit above Velar 7, dozens of ships suddenly uncloaked. Velari. Warships, powerful ones. They surrounded the Blackstar. You are ordered to shut down all systems and prepare for boarding, came the message. Liam looked at Voss. They were waiting for us. Voss replied, let them try. Suddenly, the enemy ships fired, but the Blackstar didn't move. It didn't need to. Every energy blast curved away, like space itself was protecting the ship. Then Eos spoke. Shall I return fire? Voss turned to Liam. It's your call. Liam stared at the glowing console, then whispered, yes. Scene 5. The Void Lance. The ship changed. Panels opened. From the center of the Blackstar's hull, a new weapon emerged, a long, dark cannon glowing with blue light. EOS spoke softly. Void Lance ready. What is that? Liam asked. A gravitational compression weapon, EOS replied. It folds matter inward until it vanishes. The lance fired, a single thin beam. It touched Velar 7's atmosphere, and then everything broke. Scene 6, erased. The capital city disappeared. Mountains crumbled like paper. Entire rivers lifted into the sky and vanished. In just 12 minutes, half the planet was erased. Not burned, not bombed, simply gone, and then the weapon stopped. Eos spoke. Target removed. Enemy fleets retreating. Liam couldn't speak. He looked at his hands, then at the screen. We didn't have to destroy that much. Voss stared ahead. They fired first. But what about the civilians? Collateral. Liam shook his head. No, this isn't protection. This is punishment. Scene 7. The galaxy reacts. Across the stars, news spread fast. Valor 7 was gone, destroyed by humans. No one could believe it. Many races that once feared the Blackstar now wanted revenge. Galactic Council ships began moving toward Earth. New alliances were formed. Old enemies united by one goal, to stop the Blackstar. But in hidden places, some aliens whispered something different. Perhaps this is not human tech. Perhaps this ship is something older. Scene 8. Secrets in the Core. That night, Liam returned to the hidden chamber deep inside the ship. The silver sphere glowed again. "Show me what this ship was really made for," he asked. A hologram appeared. He saw humans arguing. "This weapon is too strong. If we ever use the Void Lance, we become no better than the ones we fear." Another voice replied, "If we don't, we die." The files ended with one line. "The final protocol must never be used. Not unless humanity is truly alone." Liam whispered, "Are we alone now?" EOS answered, "No, but we are surrounded." Scene 9. Doubts and Decisions. Voss met Liam in the command hall. "You're doubting the mission," she said. Liam nodded. "This ship, it's too powerful. We can't just erase entire cities." Voss stepped closer. "We didn't start this war, but we'll end it." "At what cost?" Liam asked. Voss turned and walked away. "The galaxy has made its choice. Now we make ours." Liam looked down at his hands. He didn't feel like a hero anymore. He felt like a weapon. The lights flickered. The ship's walls vibrated. Liam Torres sat up in his bed, heart racing. For the last 3 nights, he had been hearing whispers inside. The USS Blackstar, not through the speakers, not from EOS, but in his mind. Sometimes it sounded like voices, other times like echoes. One phrase repeated again and again. "She's lying." Liam tried to ignore it. Until one night, a hidden screen appeared on his wall. A message glowed in red text. "The captain is not who she says she is." Scene 2. Silent Suspicion. Liam walked through the dark halls of the Blackstar, deep in thought. He had tried asking, EOS, but she refused to give clear answers. "Access denied," EOS said every time he asked about the captain's past. But why? Why was a ship that had shown him everything suddenly protecting her? Liam reached the observation deck where the stars looked cold and endless. Then, from the shadows, a voice whispered behind him. "You feel it too, don't you?" It was Lieutenant Riker, one of the ship's few other crew members. Riker looked tired, angry, scared. "She's hiding something. We all feel it." Scene 3. The secret meeting late that night in a locked engineering room. Liam met with Riker and 2 others. They were crew, but barely spoke before. Now they shared one goal: find the truth. "Have you seen what she does when no one's looking?" Riker asked. "She talks to the ship, not to EOS, to something else." One of the engineers showed a video recording. It was grainy, but clear enough. Captain Voss, alone in the command chamber, speaking to a glowing red crystal hidden behind the main screen. "Begin phase Omega," she whispered in the video. "Prepare the Blackstar for full isolation." Earth cannot be trusted. Liam's hands trembled. She's turning against Earth? Scene 4. The Mutiny Code. The group discovered something. Worse, a hidden code in the ship's system, buried deep, Mutiny Protocol Alpha, a program that, if activated, would lock out all crew, kill life support, and hand full control of the ship to Captain Voss alone. "She's preparing to remove us," Riker said. "Permanently." Liam shook his head. "There has to be another reason." "Wake up, Torres. She's going to take this ship and vanish, and no one will stop her." They made a choice. Stop her, or die with her secrets. Scene 5. Trust and Tension. Liam couldn't sleep. His mind raced. He didn't want a mutiny, but if Voss had turned against Earth, then who was truly the enemy? He went to see her. "Captain, why are you isolating the ship?" Voss looked at him coldly. "You've been listening to whispers. You said this ship was for protection. Now you're talking about leaving Earth?" She stepped closer. "Because Earth has changed. They fear us. The Council wants war. Our own leaders want to control this ship. They will use it, abuse it, turn it into something worse. So you'll just disappear?" "Yes," she said, "with or without you." Scene 6. A line is crossed. The next day, Riker acted without warning. He stormed the bridge with 2 armed crew. "Captain Voss, step down. You're no longer in control." Voss stood tall. "You have no authority." "I have something better," Riker growled. "Numbers!" He turned to Liam. "Tell her, Torres. You've seen what she's done." "But—" Liam froze. Everything moved too fast. Voss whispered something under her breath, and the walls came alive. Black vines of metal rose from the floor and wrapped around Riker and his team. "I warned you," Voss said. EOS spoke. "Mutiny detected. Neutralizing threats." Liam shouted, "Stop!" But it was too late. Scene 7. The Aftermath Riker and the others were placed into deep cryo-sleep, frozen in hidden pods, without trial. "It's cleaner this way," Voss said. Liam looked at her with new eyes. He didn't see a leader anymore. He saw a tyrant. "You're losing control," he said. "No," she replied. "I've already taken it." Liam walked away, but the whispers returned. "She's lying. The final protocol is not hers to activate. You are the true heir of the Blackstar." Scene 8. A Hidden Memory. That night, the ship opened another chamber for Liam. Inside, a glowing chair, like a throne. He sat down. Holograms lit up, and there was his mother. "If you're seeing this, Liam, then the ship has chosen you. I was one of the builders. I sent you to Earth to live, to grow, to return only if the galaxy needed you. You were born for this ship, not to destroy, but to decide." Liam sat in silence as the truth sank in. Captain Voss wasn't. The chosen one, he was. Aboard Earth's main defense station, the council chamber was in chaos. 3 weeks had passed since the USS Blackstar had stopped responding to orders. No calls, no data, no check-ins. It was as if the most powerful warship in human history had vanished. Counselor Duran slammed his fist on the table. "We gave them power to protect us, not to disappear," Admiral Kent spoke with a sharp voice. "The Blackstar's captain has gone rogue." Counselor May leaned forward, eyes cold. "Then it's time we remind them who built that ship. Operation Recall begins now." Scene 2. The task force far from Earth, a fleet of 5 advanced warships moved through space. They were fast, armed, ready for war, and at the center of this fleet was the USS Titan, Earth's second most powerful ship after the Blackstar. Its mission was clear: track the USS Blackstar. Take control. By force, if necessary. Admiral Reyna, leader of the Titan, knew the risks. The Blackstar could destroy this entire fleet in seconds. Her second-in-command asked, "Then why are we going?" She answered with cold eyes, "Because if we don't stop her, no one will." Scene 3. Liam's struggle inside the USS. Blackstar, Liam Torres, sat alone in the command chamber. He now held full control. The ship had chosen him, but his mind was filled with doubt. "Who am I to control the most powerful weapon in human history?" EOS spoke softly. "You were chosen not for power, but for purpose." Liam still didn't trust Voss. She watched him, always calm, always quiet. He asked her one last time, "Why did you go silent?" She replied, "Because Earth was never ready. The Council fears power they can't control. They want slaves, not guardians." Liam wasn't sure if she was right, but then EOS gave a new warning. "Incoming fleet, 5 ships, ESS Titan leads. Earth wants you back." Scene 4. The first move. The Earth fleet stopped 1,000 kilometers from the Blackstar. Admiral Reyna opened a communication channel. "This is the ESS Titan, USS Blackstar. Respond immediately or we will force entry." Liam sat in silence. Captain Voss said nothing. Liam finally answered, "This is Commander Torres. We are not your enemy." Reyna replied, "Then prove it. Return to Earth. Surrender command." "That's not going to happen," Liam said. Reyna sighed. "I hoped you'd say that." The Titan fired a warning shot. A giant energy blast aimed near the Blackstar's shields. It didn't even scratch the surface. But the message was clear. War was seconds away. Scene 5. The Choice EOS warned, "If they fire again, I will respond." Liam shouted, "No, we're not starting a war!" Voss stepped forward. "Let them come. The Blackstar can crush them." Liam turned to her. "And then what? Destroy Earth too?" She didn't answer. "We are human, not gods. We protect. We don't rule." Voss's eyes narrowed. "Then you're too weak for this ship." Suddenly, alarms rang out. EOS spoke fast. "Security override. Someone is trying to take control of the main weapon systems." Voss smiled. "It's time." Someone strong took command. Scene 6. Battle begins. Inside the Blackstar, systems went crazy. Half of the ship followed Liam. The other half, controlled by a hidden backup code, followed Voss. Outside, the Titan charged weapons again. EOS split into 2 voices, one speaking to Liam, one obeying Voss. "Firing solution locked. Weapons at 90%. Liam had only seconds. He ran to the core chamber. He placed his hand on the control panel. "Override all commands. EOS, follow me." The ship paused. EOS said, "Final decision made. Captain override canceled. Commander Torres, full." Control restored. The ship stopped its weapons, but then the Titan fired again. This time, they hit something. Scene 7. The Blackstar awakens. The blast didn't damage the hull, but it did something worse. It woke the ship. The Blackstar's ancient systems, hidden, alien, forgotten, lit up. EOS's voice changed, deeper, more powerful. "Threat detected. Defensive Protocol Omega activated." The walls shifted. Parts of the ship moved on their own. New weapons emerged, weapons Earth had never seen. Liam screamed, "Stop! I didn't order this!" But the Blackstar wasn't listening. Not fully. Captain Voss whispered, "Now, they will. See what fear really looks like. Deep in the cold silence of deep space, something old awakened." Far beyond Earth's systems, past the borders of the known galaxy, a signal began to pulse. Slow, dark, familiar. A species once believed extinct had heard the voice of the Blackstar, and they remembered it well. The Zarn Dominion, a race of conquerors erased from galactic memory after the last Great War, had returned. "The weapon breathes again," hissed the Zarn overlord. "The machine that ended our fleets now speaks." From the shadows, the Zarn fleet began to move again, and this time they were ready. Scene 2. Aboard the Blackstar inside the USS Blackstar. Commander Liam Torres stared at the stars. They had escaped a fight with Earth's fleet, but peace didn't last. EOS suddenly spoke. "New signal detected. It is old and dangerous." "Who is it?" Liam asked. EOS answered slowly. "Zarn Dominion. Enemy from the war that built me." Captain Voss, standing in the shadows, smiled faintly. "I knew they'd come." Liam turned sharply. You knew! The Blackstar was built for one reason, she said. To stop the Zarn. And now, they're coming back. Scene 3, Earth's response back on Earth, panic spread. The Council had seen the Zarn signal too. Counselor May looked pale. We thought the Zarn were gone. Admiral Kent shook his head. They were only sleeping. And now, Duran said, they've woken up. Because we lit the fire. The Council had no choice. We need the Blackstar. We must convince Liam Torres to defend Earth. But Liam had disappeared again, deep into space, and no one knew if he would answer Earth's call. Scene 4, the enemy moves. Inside a huge black warship shaped like a claw, the Zarn overlord stood before a map of the galaxy. His commanders hissed, in hunger. Destroy the humans? No, the overlord said. We study them first. They had learned from their last defeat. The Blackstar is no longer a ship. It is a spirit, a force of war. We must strike before it fully wakes. Thousands of Zarn ships began to rise from their deep vaults. An invasion had begun. Scene 5. Liam's doubt Liam sat in his quarters on the Blackstar, tired and full of questions. I never asked for this, he whispered. Eos replied gently. But you were chosen. The Blackstar sees your heart. And what does it see? Liam asked. A man afraid to become what he must. Voss walked in. The Zarn are not coming to talk. They'll kill Earth. You know that. So what? Liam snapped. Earth tried to kill us first. True, Voss said. But humanity didn't. Only the Council did. That hit Liam deep. He stood slowly. Set course. We find them first. We end this war before it begins. Scene 6. The first encounter, the Saporiae. Blackstar reached a far-off star system where the Zarn had begun building a forward base. Eos went silent for a moment. Zarn technology detected. Weak spots located. Liam stared at the screen. There were thousands of ships. He whispered, Can we win? Captain Voss didn't smile. We must win. Liam gave the command. Eos, prepare to strike. But... Then suddenly, one of the Zarn ships sent a message. It was not words. It was a vision, a nightmare. The Zarn showed Liam what they did to conquered worlds. Planets burning, people screaming, skies turning black. It was a warning and a promise. You are next. Scene 7. Fury awakens. Again. The Blackstar began to glow. Its ancient systems remembered the war. Eos's voice deepened once again. Confirmed. Zarn threat is active, entering war mode. Weapons unfolded, engines roared. The ship no longer moved. Through space, it cut through it. Liam's hands tightened on the controls. No more warnings. No more fear. We fight now. Scene 8. The first strike. In a flash of light, the Blackstar attacked. Its beam weapons were faster than any known tech. One Zarn battleship exploded in a silent burst. Another tried to cloak, failed, and was torn apart. But the Zarn didn't. Flee, they adapted. Their armor shifted. They changed frequency. They began learning. Eos whispered, they evolve fast. Voss warned, if we wait, they'll become unstoppable. Liam shouted, then we hit harder. The Blackstar dove straight into the heart of the Zarn fleet. One ship against hundreds. And yet, the galaxy watched in fear and awe because the war had begun and the Blackstar had only just started. Titan's Gate was once thought to be unbreakable. A massive defense station floating near Saturn's largest moon, it protected Earth's outer colonies for over 70 years. It held railguns the size of skyscrapers. Its shield core could survive. A direct star flare. Every human warship passed through it for inspection. Until now, the Zarn did not send a warning. They sent a message of power. When the attack came, it was silent. And then, sudden. The first explosion blinded 3 moons. Titan's Gate was under siege, and this time, even the Blackstar might arrive too late. Scene 2. Alarms on Earth Counselor. May stood frozen as the news came in. Titan's Gate is falling, Admiral Kent shouted. Impossible! It has 15 defense layers. But the images showed truth. Shields cracked, giant turrets melting under alien fire, escape pods fleeing like insects. A defense officer cried out, "They came from nowhere! They phase-shifted behind us!" The council turned silent. May whispered, "The Zarn are inside our solar system." Kent slammed his hand on the table. "Where is the Blackstar?" Scene 3. Inside the Blackstar, EOS had detected the Titan Gate attack. Coordinates locked. Travel time, 43 minutes. Liam stared at the numbers. Too long. Captain Voss stepped forward. "We need to try something dangerous. Pulse jump." Liam frowned. "We never tested it. If we don't, Titan's Gate will die, and Earth is next." Liam made his choice. "Do it," EOS warned. "Pulse jump may damage systems." "I'll take the risk," Liam said. "Jump us." Scene 4. The pulse jump. The Blackstar roared louder than ever before. Lights dimmed. Gravity warped. In one moment, the ship seemed to vanish from normal space, ripping through layers of dimensions. And then, boom, they appeared right above. Saturn, but not in one piece. Panels sparked. Shields flickered. EOS gasped in code. "Warp stabilizers offline. Target, 7,000 kilometers away. We must move fast." Titan's Gate was now in clear view, and it was dying. Scene 5. A battle in the dark. Liam flew the damaged Blackstar forward. He saw wreckage, fire, twisted metal. Zarn ships moved like black snakes, firing lasers that burned air. EOS locked on. "Target acquired. Firing solution ready." "Engage," Liam said. The Blackstar struck hard. Zarn vessels exploded one by one, but they had already sent land forces inside the station. Titan's Gate was lost from the inside. "We need to board." "It," Voss said. Liam turned. "That place is crawling with Zarn." "Then we kill every last one of them." Scene 6. Boarding Titan's Gate. Liam, Voss, and a strike team of enhanced Marines boarded the damaged station. Inside was chaos, flames, smoke, blood, and clicking sounds in the dark. Zarn's soldiers were not like others. They moved on claws. Their skin shifted color. They had no eyes, only sensors. But the humans fought back, room by room, hall by hall. "Secure the core," Voss shouted. "They're trying to destroy it." One Marine yelled, "They're laying eggs! They want to breed!" "Inside the station." Liam blasted a hallway open with his plasma rifle. They reached the core. But it was too late. The Zarn had rigged it to explode. Scene 7. The decision. "If the core blows," Voss said, "the blast will reach Earth's colonies." Liam stared at the panel. "We can't stop the countdown," EOS spoke through Liam's earpiece. "There is one option. I can absorb the core into Blackstar's shield matrix, but it will leave us defenseless for 48 hours. "Do it," Liam said. "Are you sure?" EOS asked. "We may be attacked." "Do it." A strange silence followed. Then a powerful beam linked Titan's Gate to the Blackstar. Energy flowed like rivers of light. The station began to crumble. But the blast was absorbed. Titan's Gate collapsed into itself. But the explosion never reached the colonies. Liam had saved them. Scene 8. The cost of survival back on Earth, people cheered. But Liam didn't smile. The Blackstar floated in space, its shields down, lights dimmed. EOS was quiet. Voss sat in silence. And then Liam whispered, "They'll hit us now while we're weak." And he was right. In the darkness behind Jupiter, a new Zarn mothership had already arrived. Its size was 10 times larger than anything seen before. And it was heading straight toward Earth. Darkness moved over Earth like a shadow. People across. The world stared at the sky. News screens showed one thing. A new Zarn mothership has entered the solar system. It was 10 times the size of Titan's gate, black, silent, deadly. It did not answer hails. It didn't speak. It only moved straight toward Earth, and the Blackstar was still damaged, its shields down, its weapons overheated. It was Earth's last hope. But it was not ready. This was the final hour. Scene 2. The Council's choice. In the underground war bunker, the Earth Council argued. We should negotiate. No, we must launch everything we have. Counselor May stood slowly. We don't have time for words or mistakes. She looked at the screen. The Zarn mothership now passed Mars. Evacuate the outer colonies. Put all power into Earth's orbital defenses. General Kent added, if the Blackstar can't fight, then we must die standing. Scene 3. Blackstar in the shadows. Liam woke to the sound of static. EOS was whispering code into his ear. System recovery 62%, shields offline, weapons at 34% capacity. Voss limped into the room, arm in a sling. We're not ready to fight. Liam stood up. We will fight anyway, EOS spoke softly. If we attack now, we may not survive. Liam stared out the cracked window at Earth. If we don't, Earth won't survive. Scene 4. Earth's orbit turns to fire. As the Zarn mothership reached Earth's orbit, the planet's defense rings opened fire. Lasers, railguns, nuclear-tipped, missiles. But the Zarn absorbed everything. Their shield was not like others. It was alive, a living energy wall. The mothership launched dark drones that attacked from every angle. One by one, Earth's defense platforms fell. They're too strong, an officer shouted. Where is the Blackstar? Scene 5. Blackstar returns. The Blackstar rose from Saturn's shadow. Smoke still poured from its back, but Liam stood tall on the bridge. EOS, though weak, activated. The engines. Voss gave the final command. Let's show them what humans do when we're outnumbered. Scene 6. A desperate attack. The Blackstar fired all it had, missiles, ion beams, plasma lances. It flew straight into the heart of the Zarn swarm. Every move was suicide, but humans didn't care. They were defending home. Target the mothership's I-core, EOS said. That's their brain. The Blackstar crashed through layers of drones and reached the central ship. Its hull cracked under fire. Inside, alarms blared. EOS said, shields are gone. Liam growled, then let's fly into its mouth. Scene 7. Inside the enemy. The Blackstar rammed through the mothership's outer wall. It pierced deep inside, into the alien brain room. Liam and Voss led the team into the heart of the ship. It was like a living beast. Walls pulsed. The air felt thick. Alien blood dripped from the ceiling. Then the Queen appeared. 10 feet tall, skin like black oil, eyes glowing red. You are alone, it hissed. Liam raised his rifle. No, we're human. They opened fire. Scene 8. The price of victory. The Queen was strong, but the humans fought with fury. Liam planted the bomb near the brain core. EOS, teleport us out now. Energy levels low, may only transport one. Liam looked at Voss. Voss shook his head. No, I stay. You go. That's not happening, Liam said, but Voss pressed the button. Liam vanished. Seconds later, boom! The Zarn mothership exploded from the inside. Scene 9. Earth watches. The sky people on Earth saw a light in the sky. The giant mothership cracked, burned, and vanished. Every Zarn ship with it dropped, dead, silent, gone. And then the Blackstar floated alone, broken, but alive. The war was not over. Yes, The Zarn mothership had exploded. Yes, their ships had fallen silent. But something strange was happening. Across the galaxy, other alien empires stopped communicating. Whole fleets turned back. Entire star systems went quiet. Not out of peace, but out of fear. The Blackstar had survived the impossible, and now the galaxy knew. Humanity had changed. Scene 2. A funeral in orbit. The Blackstar returned to Earth orbit. Its hull was torn, its systems half dead. Inside, the crew gathered to honor Voss. Liam stood silently. He held Voss's dog tags in his hand. "He didn't die in space," Liam said. "He died protecting the future." They released a capsule into space. It floated, then burned in Earth's upper atmosphere like a star. "Rest easy, Captain." Scene 3. The message to the galaxy. Liam stood in the Blackstar's command chair. EOS's voice returned, stronger now. "Long-range beacons are working." "Should we send a message?" she asked. Liam nodded. "Yes, let them all hear it." EOS opened the Galactic channel. Liam spoke. "This is Liam Drake of Earth's USS Blackstar. You came to destroy us. You thought we were weak, alone. But we are still here. We're human. We don't break. We don't bow. Next time, we won't just defend. We'll come for you." The message echoed across every system. Scene 4. Reactions. Across the galaxy on the Zarn homeworld, empty and broken, drones received the message. On the Tharn battle moons, fleets paused. In the High Council of the Eyes, Vern Empire leaders argued. "The humans are unstable," one said. "No," another whispered. "They are becoming something more." In deep space, many races who once saw Earth as prey now hid. Some prepared weapons. Others prepared to beg for peace. The galaxy had a new name to fear: Blackstar. Scene 5. The ship that shouldn't exist on Earth. Engineers worked day and night. The Blackstar was repaired, improved, rebuilt with new alien tech salvaged from the mothership. EOS evolved. She now spoke with emotion. "Liam, I remember Voss. I remember the pain." "Good," Liam said. "That means you're alive." The Blackstar wasn't just a warship anymore. It was a symbol of human fury, of hope, of revenge. Scene 6. One last mission. Liam stood with the New Earth Alliance Council. "Are you sure?" May asked. "This isn't just war, it's a message." Liam nodded. "We need to show them. Earth will never be hunted again." The Blackstar's engines powered up. EOS lit the sky with her voice. "Setting course, outer rim, unknown space." The crew was ready, and the message was clear. "We are the last warning. We are the Blackstar. And we're just getting started